All right, so it's Ollie Bearman career mode. We're in China. It's going to be a wet race. We're going to take a grid penalty and start in the back. In real life, you would start in the pit lane, but in this game, you can't do that. But we're actually going to completely change our setup, too. Which, I've come up with a different setup. I just didn't like the car that I had before. So we're going to... It looks like light rain. I don't know. Let's see what we can do with it. And hopefully we'll have a good race here. So let's just lock in. Right now, the current point standings. We are first by 3 points. We have a 3-point lead on Piastri, Hamilton. Leclerc is fourth. Verstappen, fifth. And then you got Russell, Sonoda, Norris, Sainz, and Alonso to top 10. Ocon has 2 points. So he needs to pick it up. But he starts way ahead of me. He actually starts in the top 10, I think. We botched qualifying. Absolutely botched qualifying. So hopefully I can get through and not have any more mistakes like we had in qualifying. I wasn't on the right set of tires when it mattered. Hopefully we'll have that fixed and we'll be good to go here. Yeah, I hope the T-Wolves do hang on, Sean. I hope they do. 3.4 behind the Miami time. After 5 laps, I'll do a little more another day. Yeah, take it easy, because I'll help you with it next week, too. You can cut it. You can cut that down a lot. Miami's a bit of a different track the way you want to drive it. I enjoy Miami. We might dabble in some more Miami time trial next week, since they're actually in Miami.
Upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first win with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt there's plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvements in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Pierre Gasly yesterday puts him on pole position. And it's Esteban Ocon in P2.
What?
Looking down the rest of the grid,
is second.
we have Norris, Piastri,
Dude, what?
Max
4.5
Verstappen,
seconds. What were they
and
doing
Leclerc.
in Q3?
Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Antonelli, and Isaac Hadjar, Albon,
What?
Lawson, Ollie Bearman, and
That
Stroll,
is cursed, Sean.
Sonoda,
What is that?
George Russell, and Carlos Sainz, Bortoletto, and Nico
We're gonna start from the
Hulkenberg
back of the
rounds
grid.
off
It
the
says
grid.
we're not. It says we're
Which of these
starting
talented
the back.
drivers will
Two
come out
best
on
friends
top
on the
today?
front row. What's going on, Sean? What
And
is
alongside
happening,
me
bro?
today,
Chaos,
a man
what's
who I'm
good,
always
brother?
pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today.
I guess this will be
with a
more of
huge
an
amount
interesting race than we were
confidence, surely.
expecting.
Well, they'll
folks.
definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse. But what we're looking for today is a reaction. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver?
We did retire in
What
the
do
sprint chat,
final
but we have
hours
a
look
new
like for
setup.
them?
Well, for
New
them, you know,
setup.
you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through.
The
You see
AI are
different
gonna be
drivers
fast, you know.
that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd.
That's good,
and they're
Hyper.
waving to them. Other drivers,
It's
they
amazing.
go within themselves. They chat to
You
their
get real
engineers,
real
absorbing
settings.
that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race.
Wow,
And,
that's
you know,
crazy,
those
Sean.
pre-race rituals are essential
carry 'em if they
to
win. He's
making
MVP
things
for this game.
systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season.
Oh, it's a
and
110
the more
AI.
systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
It's 110 AI. We won the first race on 110 AI
Radio check, radio check.
in Australia.
Copy, radio check.
It was
You've got some
dry.
work to do to match your result from last race. Come on, we know you can do it.
It was dry, and we started on pole. So we were coming off the win. We are the points leader. 110 AI at China and in the wet is a problem because the AI are very strong in the wet compared to in the dry. So it's going to be more challenging. We're still the 9th best car. We didn't upgrade the car. And then, yeah, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder at China. The AI are just so much more they're able to get the power down. They're going to have a lot more straight line speed. We're about to completely change the setup, though. And this is why we're going to start at the back of the grid. I'm going for a high downforce, wet setup, and just hopefully we're able to do something. I mean, we were running 20-something wings in the dry. But this is the setup we're going to stick with. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I mean, we're starting last. So they think you could go the whole way in 106 seconds. I believe the one stop is going to be much better. And then we are full fuel load, which I don't know that that's what we want to do. I'm going to be completely honest. So let me look at my telemetry. It's going to rain the full race, it says. Not heavy rain, I don't think. So I think we're going to start on the inters, like it says, and just see what happens. Wow, that's crazy, Sean. Conley's old, too. Let me look at the fuel we were burning in quali, even while pushing, because I'm not entirely sure. So I ran 4 laps. Max was a 6.2. At the end of that, we were at a 2.21. So we did burn more than 0.8. And this is how many laps? 56? We don't need 61 laps of fuel. $56 laps. We're gonna put 58 in it. When you're in the rain, you're not gonna burn quite as much. So we're gonna put 58 flat. Probably could do less. If we have to save, we'll save, but it'd be better this way. All right, let's see how this starts. Let me get the recording going here. Bullocks. It's Bullocks, Ballsuppix, Okay, Hyper, I don't really know, dude. I don't know what you're talking about on the YouTube stream over there, buddy. But you enjoy yourself. All right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, Wes, how'd you finish in your race? I should not be starting 13th. That's a glitch. I should be starting last, but it's not applied to penalties, so. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That makes sense why that guy scored so much.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
We're going to have a lot of issues just trying to keep the car from slipping. Our biggest threat is going to be just trying to keep the car stable. We're going to be fighting a massive amount of what's going to feel like understeer. I mean, these tires are going to heat up quickly. I just feel like this is going to be a race where tire preservation is going to be the key. Alright. Gobert has 14 rebounds. Good golly. Alright, chat, I'm gonna lock in. Sorry if I don't read the comments, but I haven't done a wet race on this game yet. So this will be our first time driving in the rain for a extended more than a 5-lapper. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, brother. Thank you, as always, for keeping me updated on the league.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
So slow around the inside here. Working to the outside. We are gonna flash that back because I completely lost focus. That is just so bad. We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. We had a great start. You purge your mind to that. We will let them go though, out of respect. Oh my god, they're gonna kill each other. That's why we have flashbacks in the game. And we gotta learn from that and not use them anymore. We can't be having that sliding. Cannot be having that sliding if we're gonna have any coke. Our tires are gonna get cooked if we slide that much. I just can't put the throttle down. This is the same issue we've been having all week. Getting the throttle down in that corner is a disaster. We'll burn the battery, but unfortunately the AI are gonna be bullets in a straight line. I'll break it to Nelly. A little bit of banging, he's just gonna hook us around. This is why the AI are really stupid when it comes to this. I want you to look at this. This is the same problem we had in the sprint race. We go down the inside. We're there, but watch, he's gonna turn and hit that apex like I don't exist. We've hit him, and he just keeps turning. He just keeps turning. He's still turning. And then we get magnetically attached to him. So, we're gonna back it up again and restart this. But this time, we're just gonna back out and not even challenge. You can't challenge the inside here. He's gonna brake test us. This is already pissing me off. Yeah, we just don't look okay. Let's just try and be gentle at this point. If this wasn't a career race, we would already be cooked. But we have a lot of lessons to learn for wet racing. And how the AI are going to treat this is going to be the most important thing if we can make it in a race.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Throttle management is going to be just absolutely key. We got to make sure we don't overheat our tires. I would rather be slow right now than overheat the tires. That's gonna kill us right there. We just can't. The AI can get the throttle down so much better than us through that corner, and then we're just dead in a straight line.
Yellow flag.
Gasly spun it from the lead. Oh, both McLaren's in the lead now. See how much time I can gain through here.
Green flag.
And look at how much they can drive off from here right there. It's gonna be so difficult to pass people because of that. And look, I burn all my battery and I still lose so much.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
But this is one of the hardest challenges in the game. The AI in a wet race at China is going to be incredibly OP. From what I understand, this is the worst case scenario. So if we go through the hardest test we can right now, the rest of the season should be a lot easier. Just do what we can right now. Good news is I'm good in sector 1. We're not even burning battery right here. Overcooked it there.
We've got a lot of spare energy.
I did better to
Okay
hold the
use
throttle
your
there.
overtake button.
That's going to be incredibly hard once the tires get worn. But look at the time we're already just losing. We're just going to get eaten out. We gotta make a move now.
Tyre condition still looking good. promising at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Not much we can do.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Give him the inside.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 5.9 seconds.
want to get my head there.
Okay, Ollie. Okay, Hadja behind. We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race.
Wow, that's crazy, Sean.
Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
That was huge that we got high car in turn one. Fastest
Great work.
lap.
That's a
We
good
are kind of
fastest lap
cooking.
of the race. Let's use overtake
Over the back
and
of
burn off some
Albino.
of this energy.
Hard to stick with him like that.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
It's
Everything's
over.
looking good.
Good move. The wider line actually helped.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 7.3 seconds.
Ahead of us. Oh, he is ahead of us. That's actually crazy. Look at how much time I'm gaining through the first sector.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Take a couple more laps here, Hamilton. But I mean, we're making great pace. Try something unconventional. Don't quite have what it takes.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Too many slides. Lost a lot there.
Tyres are degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details. Okay, copy that.
I think an undercut will work better for us.
The weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
Oh, I'm not making great time out of that corner right now. Oh, what is that? I have no idea what that is. I need to get Hamilton in the next.
Okay, you're losing a small
I need to
amount
get
of
him in the
time
next
to the
3
car
laps.
behind. Let's keep pushing.
Slowing me down right there. Let's try and do something crazy.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
No, let's not. I thought about it though. I'll stop sliding right there. It's killing my chance to overtake him later in the lap. I need that slipstream. Daddy, I'm thinking of 40 months, my brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Gap to your teammate ahead, 7.0 seconds.
I'm about ready to pit right now and just undercut him, but then just ruin my race. That was
Nice
an
move.
incredibly
Good job.
ballsy move, but we got it.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.3 seconds.
He's gonna get us back. He left the door open. He left the door open. I'm surprised he didn't close it.
Use your overtake
Ouch.
button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
I mean, we are cooking. Lost it, yeah. I'm just being super aggressive right there. Tire temps are looking good.
car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done. The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Lonzo's really holding me up at this point. Let's save a little bit of
The
battery.
car behind's gaining on you by 5/10 a lap.
Burn on the exit here. Alonso is slow.
Okay, good
He pretty
work.
much
Great
like
pass.
backed out of it on the outside, but he should have kept in it. I wasn't really alongside. Have to get the throttle down. We're gonna get passed by both of them. So don't let Hamilton go, or this could get bad. We pulled it off, but now we're
gap to
8
the car in
seconds
front.
behind.
8.1 seconds.
Pretty good racing though.
Okay, Ollie, engine's running very hot. Engine very hot. Let's try and pull out from behind the car in front and cool things down.
Brother, we just got past them. Please. I don't like how when they talk, it makes the engine quieter. There's got to be a way to. What's wrong with my car? Are we actually losing performance because of this? I need to keep lower revs for a lap or two.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
Gotta be a way to make them stop talking. At least talk quiet.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Esteban ahead. Okay, gap ahead, 5.9 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Their tyres are 23 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 50.5. Good job. You're gaining by a full second a lap at the moment. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
I don't think we are.
Copy.
Now that we've got clean air, we just take advantage of it. audio's cutting out pretty bad.
And gap to the car in front, 4.2 seconds. And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes.
Oh, so much right there.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
Maybe a little team orders would be nice here. Not like I didn't cut 8 seconds off of this guy in 5 laps.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Lock-on's gonna kill me, bro.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Okay, so I say I want to pit, so they pit him. That's nice.
Esteban's in for his stop now. Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
That couldn't have been worse. They screwed me with offline, man. They screwed me. That's why I wanted to get ahead of him on that lap, so he couldn't get
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there,
He's gonna
mate.
be
Looks
far
like a
ahead.
nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
seconds.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 15.6 seconds. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 13.3 seconds. It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 13.3 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap, 1:48.4. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.0 seconds.
Start using higher gears to save fuel. It becomes a problem. Definitely a problem through there. Alright, plus 0.4 at the line. I calculated over 1 mile.
Push, push. Use your overtake button. Let's go.
How about that? I'm pushing. We're by far the fastest car on the track. It's a shame I messed up the qualifying.
Okay, Ollie, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 9.4 seconds.
It really came on the radio to tell me to run a lap 8 seconds slower than I just ran.
Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
I'm burning fuel way too much. We're gonna run out of fuel at this rate.
Tyre condition still looking good.
I had to itch my nose and nearly, you know.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Better that lap, I only lost 0.3.
We're starting to catch the car in
I
front,
was
but
just
we need
about
to
to
look
ask my
after the
question.
tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.2 seconds. McLaren driver ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 50.2. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Okay, gap ahead, 5.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. You're closing in by 3 seconds a lap.
Wasn't in much with him screaming at me, bro. If I didn't have to save, man, I think I could win.
The weather's certainly eased off for the
Oh my
time being,
gosh.
but we've still got a lot of standing water out there.
Oh my
We're happy
gosh,
for
a
you to stay
red
out
flag.
on the
Never
instance
had a
for
red
now.
flag.
Right, there's a big incident in front of you. Red flag, red flag. We'll update you.
This changes everything. Woohoo. We have a chance now. Oh my gosh, a red flag.
Okay, we've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
Wow. What is... So there's 15 laps left. This should help our fuel. I mean, we're gonna go new enters. Brand new enters. Brand new enters. It should be. All right, we'll lock in for these last 15 laps then. We're definitely the fastest car on the track, so this
Again.
helps us. Great start.
Okay, clear. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Have to defend hard here. That's our first warning.
Gap to your teammate behind.
It's gonna be all right, though.
2.0 seconds.
the McLarens have really fallen off. It's Leclerc and Verstappen as our biggest threats. Lap, we have a chance on Max. Oh, back out of that. It's just not smart. We'll keep it around the inside. Oh my goodness, we got the move. Can we hold him off for the rest of the circuit?
Okay, let's try and overtake them now.
This is not gonna work.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
The red flag, it didn't give us any fuel back. That's the sad thing. Thought we were going to be good on fuel, but the red flag really is going to screw that up. Or the red flag helped us, but it didn't help us as much as I thought. If it would have let me drive into the red flag, we'd be okay.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
We're good. We're gonna have to lift and coast at the end of straights.
Slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.3 seconds. past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Losing so much right there. I need to make a really good
We've got a
charge at
great
him.
chance of taking this position. Come on, you know what to do.
He's backed me in the max again.
Okay, so that's a red
Another
flag.
red flag.
No overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please.
Oh my gosh. 2 in 1 race. What is happening? This is the craziest race we've ever had. Oh, there's only like... There's gonna be like 6 laps to go.
Right, this is a good chance to change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to.
It's still gonna be wet. What is going on? I've never had 2 red flags. I haven't had a single red flag since the red flag feature came into the F1 games. And now we've had 2 in 1 race. Wow. All right, let's go, man. Let's go win. We need to have a good start here.
Like deja vu here, but there's a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on.
Me versus Leclerc for the win. Let's get him now. That sucks, man. Hamilton and Norris got Verstappen.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Let's make a move. We got the move
Nice
done.
work,
Can we hold
mate.
him
That
off?
brings you up a place.
He's gonna get a huge run back at us. We gotta keep the outside. We got him.
Gap to your teammate behind, 5.6 seconds.
We gotta try and have clean exits right now. Look at the fuel. We're so close on fuel. We're gonna need a Lyco and Hopefully hold him off here. No doubt we're gonna lose like a second from that corner all the way down this straight. Left coast. And we're running our fastest lap of the race when it matters the most. 3 laps to go. Ollie Bearman has cooked from 14th on the grid, maybe 13th. Can he manage his fuel to make it back home? This has been one of the most fun races I've ever done on this game. We've had 2 red flags. We've had insane speed in the wet. At a track where the AI are supposed to be really powerful. We've countered our lack of straight line speed. We've had to battle against fuel. Fuel saving in the second half of the race. But the pace is undeniable. Ollie Bearman, 2 laps remain as he looks for back-to-back wins. We need to lift and coast.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
3.5 seconds. Norris is gaining quickly. He's found pace at the end of this race. And we run the fastest lap again at 1:46.0.
Keep this up. Well done. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.4 seconds.
Verstappen has crashed in the final lap or something. He's out. Wow. And we are 0.01 laps to the green on fuel. Bearman gets his second win at China after just an insane race, man. What a crazy comeback we had there. Let's go. Let's go. That's the hardest race. That's the hardest race I've had to run, Hyper. Let's go. 13th to first.
Victory for Ollie Bearman.
Ollie Bearman is the star of the future.
Momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Holy cow. There was 2 red flags. There was 2
There's
red
room
flags.
for 3
I
on their
couldn't believe
podium,
it.
but only ever
We were
one
like-
right at the top. Let the celebrations begin.
I was 5th,
High fives
and I had
bear
almost
hugs
caught
for
up to
Ollie
Verstappen
Bearman,
and Piastri.
who takes our top spot.
and then there was a red flag. That allowed us to save a little bit of fuel. And then there was another red flag whenever I got to second. I was in second, just with Verstappen behind and trying to get past Leclerc. And then we made the move on Leclerc. The second red flag restart, we made the move on Leclerc with 4 laps to go. Got past him and drove off. And then Norris got past Leclerc and started catching us a little bit at the end. But I mean, we were running the fastest lap, so he really wasn't catching us. I don't think I got the fastest lap on the last lap because I kind of had a bad middle sector. But there's no point for it, so it doesn't really matter. That's the most insane race I've ever had.
Well, that was
Never
certainly
had
an
a red flag
exciting
on this
weekend
game,
of
and we had
Formula
2
One.
of them.
Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Let's take a look at that. We didn't score points in the sprint. We had a really terrible setup. But we worked on it. I changed the setup all weekend. Tried to take a grid penalty, but the game would not assess the grid penalty. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that, but regardless, an incredible race to go from 13th on the grid. Lando got the fastest lap on the last lap. We did improve, but we didn't get the fastest lap. That kind of sucks. He was just battery dumping, though. Let's go, though. I don't even care. I don't even care that we didn't get the fastest lap. The win is all that matters. Let's take a look at the replay, because this race was crazy, man. So Norris goes from 3rd to 2nd. Hamilton from 7th to 3rd. Leclerc from 6th to 4th. Russell from 17th to 15th. Piastri falls to 6th. And he was looking like he was on for a podium for a while. Antonelli from 9th to 2nd. Ocon hangs on to 8th. That's impressive. Albon 11th to 9th. Alonso ends up 10th and getting the final point. And then Tsunoda, Hadjar, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Colapinto. Gasly from 1st to 16th. Gasly from 1st to 16th. And God knows. Ocon went 2nd to 8th. Stroll 14th to 13th. I mean, wow. But Sainz DNF'd. There was so many red flags to only have 1 DNF. I don't know. We gotta see what happened. Yeah, Ocon was 2nd. I thought we were screwed whenever they pit him whenever I was trying to pit. He was right in front of us and they pit him. And I had to stay out and I lost a lot of time. I got undercut bad, but we still were managing to come back. I don't know how I had so much pace. The setup, I made that setup all on my own because I didn't like what the setup I was using. So I just kind of brainstormed and came up with something, and it was fast, dude. That was the fastest car I've ever driven in the wet. Let's take a look at the replay. First of all, the standings. Ollie Bearman first, 13-point lead to Hamilton. So we're doing good there. And then we got McLaren of Piastri and Leclerc. And the Ferrari, the other McLaren of Norris. Russell Verstappen with the... Whatever happened to him, bro? He actually DNF'd. So, says he finished lap down, but said he was out in the last lap. Or 2 laps to go. Let's review the replay. That was definitely my best race. That's for sure. That was fun. Let's take a look at the start. The start was ugly. Actually, we had a great start, but we got trapped behind the racing board. Just got trapped right here. There wasn't much I could do. Sending around the outside. Tried to make it stick. Didn't quite do that. We come out behind Hajar. Let's see what happens up here with Gasly and Ocon. No, we're watching the race replay, Tiago. Just finished the race. And we will not even spoil it for you. Since you got here in time for the replay, we'll show you what happened. So we started back here. We've made it up to 10th. Getting traction here was ridiculously hard, so we had to let these guys go. Antonelli pinches us off. We sent it, and bam, we go wide. Not really feeling confident in the rain to start. We lost a couple spots. We were down to 12. Ocon's already fallen to 4th. Gasly in 2nd place. Leclerc, Verstappen. Alonso, Hamilton, Hajar, Albon, Antonelli, Bearman. That's where we are. We're Bearman. Lawson, Stroll, Sonoda, Colapinto, Sainz, Russell in 18. Hulkenberg, Bortoletto. Let's start making some. The grid was crazy. It was a wet quali, and it changed. I qualified P14. Started 13th on the grid, but it changed because Inters became the fastest tire in Q2, and I qualified. I didn't make it because I didn't get my Inter lap in because I was on wets, and I came back in. So we were at the back. Somehow, it looks like it switched to dries at the end, and Ocon and Gasly were the only two to put on the dries and get a lap in time. So the grid was really mixed up. But we're 12. We're just going to follow Antonelli for a little bit. What I really want to see is, I want to spoil it for you, so we'll just take it. Let's take it slow. We had no straight line speed. We were cooked in a straight line. But the downforce on this car, watch how much I gain right here on Antonelli. Yuki and Russell had something happen? Oh yeah, you mean in qualifying. Yeah. Well, Yuki's right where he belongs. Russell, he was out in first quali. I don't really remember why. No, he was out in second quali. I think he took a grid penalty though. Anyway, back to where we're at. I got past Lawson. Oh, here's what happened. Hey, let's take a look at this. Ocon started second. He's my teammate. He's following Leclerc. Let's see what happens. Getting it down in there. Oh, it was Gasly. Gasly has cooked it in 3rd. Gasly has cooked it. He just applies the throttle and there it goes. A spinner in the rain. The most untalented driver on the grid strikes it. No, I'm kidding. I don't think it's the most untalented. Stroll's out there. So yeah, we got past him there. Watch my straight line speed right here. Look at him drive away. So I think look, we're about to make the move right now on Antonelli. Trying to make the move. Antonelli's gonna stick it up the inside. But the outside turns into the inside. Round the outside, round the inside. And that's how we got the spot from Kimmy. Hey, Richard, do me a favor and get banned, buddy. Do me a favor and get banned, buddy. Oh, Hyper, you want to agree with Richard? Well, you just lost your YouTube mod. Nice job, buddy. Okay. Nobody ever agrees with Richard. You guys need to calm down. So later on, turn this down a little bit. Later on, we're just trying to get past Hadjar. This was a problem. He held us up for quite a while. The first part of this race was really tame. We're just trying to get past Hadjar. I want to go around the outside. Can't quite make it work. Next lap, we're going to try again. We'll go down the inside and we'll make it stick. Just send it on us. Look at that drift. Just send it on his ass. It is, bro. This was actually a really fun race to drive, man. I've never driven in the rain on this game. But it was super fun. Look at how fast we clear Hadjar and catch Albon. So I had so much pace. But right here is where we lose the pace. I'm right here. We're 7/10 behind Albon. Look at him just bye-bye. Down the straight, bye-bye. Absolutely gone down the straight. But we're trying to reel him back in. We get closer here. Can I make a move? Gotta go down the inside. Stick it in there, bro. The inside was the place to make the pass.
Jay, please shut up. Folded hands emoji.
Hey, you know I can help you with that, Richard.
Jay, please shut up, person with folded hands, person with folded hands.
If you didn't have 15-month sub, I'd just ban you right now. But, you know, I'll let it slide, brother. I'll let it slide. Meanwhile, we're recapping the race right now. Right now, in the recap, I won't spoil it. Because Thiago literally just showed up for the race highlights. He didn't get to see the race live. So we're going to show him the race highlights. Right now, we're in 8th. We got the McLarens in the lead. Leclerc, Verstappen, Ocon, Alonso, Hamilton, and Bearman. So then I run down Hamilton. Thiago's GOAT. Thiago's GOAT was doing some great defending, I'm not going to lie. Like, he was pissing me off. Look, I'm still behind him. Can't do anything with the guy. Thiago's GOAT was the GOAT today at defense. But watch here. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting a little tired of running behind him. So I run behind him again for another lap. And then again for another lap. And then again for another lap. And then I get very annoyed. On the back of Hamilton's car, I saw Thiago's face. And I was like, dude, I cannot stand this anymore. I'm getting too horny. So I decided to send it down the inside. We send it right here. Really weird move. Just push him out of the way, kind of. But we keep it on the track, so all's fair game. Hamilton probably not too happy, bro. Probably not too happy. Okay, Richard, really? Well, we get Hamilton until the straight, because we have no straight line speed. So Hamilton gets us back. But Hamilton doesn't close the door, so I say, I'm going to send it. We lock up a little bit. And then I get to drive off the corner. You got no drive off the corner.
Another one.
He always be on the weird stuff, Jay. Like on.
Like, oh my god. Oh my god. No, I'm not, Richard. Dang, man. Chill. Yo, who took it? My mic is bugging, chat. I don't know why it does that. That's crazy. All right, Hyper, let's stay on topic right now. We're trying to show Bearman and Tiago how to race So lap 18, we're still miles behind, but we're 5 seconds behind Alonso. Or sorry, 1 second behind Alonso. But this bastard slows me up quite a bit. Just can't get past Alonso. He slows me up so much that Hamilton's like, hey, I can get back up there. So then we gotta take matters into our own hands. Well, Nightbot, you don't have the pass, brother. What the hell? Oh yeah, so for Alonso, we literally decide the same move as Hamilton. This time, we don't touch. He's got the outside, but he can't turn the car in the ring. So we take the position.
Another one.
We might have to
Shit is not
reevaluate it.
fucking UJS talk way too much loudly crying face.
All right, well, now you're timed out, Richard. How about that? How about that, buddy? You gonna throw a penny at me for TTS and then talk about I talk too much? How about you fucking talk too much, buddy? You watch your mouth. Hey, Richard's timed out. Unbelievable. First guy to ever throw a penny at my head and get timed. Well, not the first guy. We've done that before. All right, I'll let him free. Anyway, we get Alonso. 7.3 back of Ocon. How long does it take me to catch him? We're 7 back. Next lap, we're 5.3. Next lap, we're 4.8. Next lap, we're 2.6. Next lap, we're 1.4. Next lap, we're 0.6. Oh, here's what pissed me off, chat. Here's what pissed me off. So everybody starts to pit. Tiago, watch this. You're gonna if you were watching this live.
Another one.
Can't stop me, bro. Face throwing a kiss.
Okay, why are you doing a kissy face, bro? That's a little odd. I'm not gonna. That's crazy, bro. Look, Ocon's parking it in front of me, dude. And then he literally shuts the door like that. Nobody else was racing me like that, but my own teammate starts shutting the door. What the fuck, Hyper? Anyway, Ocon screwed me. So I say I'm pitting. I literally go on the in-game thing, Tiago, and say, box this lap. So the team's like, yeah, box this lap. I want you to watch what happens. I go wide there because I'm trying to box. This little piece of crap, bro. Box is right in front of me. So I gotta stay out. And look, Leclerc's on new tires. That bastard boxed early. Leclerc's on new tires. I'm up here just fighting for my life.
Another one.
Jay,
All
I
right.
need you to STFU. BC honestly me. Tiago both annoyed of your voice face with tears of joy loudly crying.
You know,
face.
Richard, you could just not watch the stream, okay? I mean, you could just not watch the stream, or you could suck me. That's the only two options. Richard had the first person ever like him in chat for like 30 seconds, and he's already ruined it. All right, lap 30. Leclerc just breezes past me because I'm on old tires. I can finally pit. So I pit. Oh, really, Sean? I'll watch it on stream after this race recap. Anyway. I come out 3 seconds behind Ocon. There's 25 laps left. You would think, look, Russell's up to 10th, Tiago. Unfortunately. Now I've got to run down Ocon again. And I get him right here. Well, Ocon decided he wanted to be a bastard and just keep it in on the inside. So we go around the outside there, and that worked out. And we drive away. But look, we're 15 seconds behind Max
Another
Verstappen.
one.
All in done throwing pennies at you. Hope you've been good, Jay. See
Okay,
you next
I
month,
appreciate you,
loudly
Richard.
crying face.
Hey, I love you, brother. Take care of yourself. Mwah. Wait, whoa, buddy, what? Whoa. Richard, you take care, man. I'm hanging in there, brother. I'm blessed. Oh, I know, Tiago. Dude, I know you would have. I was thinking, dude, I literally crossed my mind. I was like, if Tiago saw that, he would have been just You would have been saying LMAO in chat. It's all caps, just laughing. Because that, no doubt, would piss you off if you were driving. Anyway, so at this point, Tiago, I think the race is over. You know, I don't know if you've done 100% races, but whenever you do 100% races, it's pretty tame. Like, I've had red flags. I've had, I've never had a red flag on the game, and I rarely get a safety car. So 15.7 seconds behind Verstappen, and I'm short on fuel because I underfueled the car. So, like, I'm having to lift and coast now. And I'm like, all right, I'll be happy finishing 5th.
Another one.
Hold up. UJS blow me a kiss.
That wasn't,
Worried
no,
face,
Richard,
face.
you're hearing things, buddy. The AI is crazy. The AI is crazy, bro. Dang, 53 or 43 points, Sean? That's crazy. Buddy was cooking with all the people out. All right, so now we're 14.3 behind Verstappen. 22 laps left, okay? And then 13. So I'm like, okay, we've got some pace. We got some pace. Antonelli's down to 12th. Russell is up to 9th. I'm like, all right, we got pace. 13 seconds. Another lap. 11.9. 11.9. So we getting another seconds. 10.0. So we're getting
Another
closer.
one.
And
Jay,
Verstappen
who was
is
here
kind of
first,
fighting
me
with
or Tiago?
Piastri. Richard, you were here before I was here, brother. What you talking about? You were here before I started streaming. You know that. You know that, buddy. But you can't just throw pennies at my head and pretend it's okay and then try to talk shit on Tiago because that ain't gonna work. Anyway. Here we go. Down to 8.8. Down to 6.2. 4.3. And we're catching. But look at this, bro. Something happens right here, Tiago, and I don't know what. I actually don't know what, but right here. Oh, look. I'm 4 seconds back. There's still 16 laps left. And I genuinely don't know what happened, so we're going to find out. Something's not looking right with Stroll, chat.
Another one.
I could throw pennies at you all I want, bro. Loudly crying face. It's all out of love. Rip my boy, so him go.
He's doing good, though. He's doing good. I appreciate you, though, man. Oh! Hadjar has sacked it. Let's watch from Lawson's POV. Hadjar just spins it right in front of his teammate. And his teammate is too stupid to avoid. And then, oh! Sainz gets cream pied by Gasly. No way, dude. Oh, and then it's just over. And then Hulkenberg is just gonna benefit out of this, I guess. Oh. So Sainz.
Another one.
Tiago, won a penny.
Is hit by Gasly, and here's the so here's the start. So now I'm in 5th. So we got another start here. I'm thinking, dude, I was the fastest car on the track at the end of that. We might have a chance. Get a really good start. But we're kind of boxed in with nowhere to go, so we have to kind of just sit behind Max. Blindfolded at Monaco. Dude, we should make him do that. So on this red flag, we get up to 3rd. And now I'm thinking, this is a whole new game. Something's going on back here, and I don't know what. But Sainz. So Sainz starts. Okay, that's what happens. Sainz gets off the line and just blows his load on the start, dude. What the heck? Okay, so he's done. He's now out. We're having to deal with these guys, and we'll just watch on board from Piastri for a lap or two. Ocon being worthless as usual. Hamilton back down in 7th, so he's struggling a bit. And now, here's what I'm thinking. I have no straight line speed, so Lando's like, yep, I'm going to go around the outside. But I'm able to stick in it around the outside. Get the drive off because this corner opens up on the exit, so the outside's just the way to go. Inside you can't pass. And then we drive a little bit off from Norris. Way too wet for him. Way too wet for him. Sainz just couldn't help it. Couldn't last more than 10 seconds. God bless him. Anyway, I'm right on the back of Verstappen now. I'm like, okay, there's a chance. I think there's a chance at least. We got 13 laps left. These guys ahead of me are quick. We're gonna go down the inside of Verstappen, but look, dude, look how close this has got to be. I just have to check up. But then I push it back in. And clean past Max on the inside. That was... Let's take a look at the onboard here, because that was probably my best move of the race. Just making the move. Ollie Bearman, the vet. Driving like a vet out here. Get the throttle down just barely. Slips out and just slip it right back on in on the inside. That's how you got to do it, bro. And then I can't get traction in this corner to save my life, dude. It was a struggle the whole race. It's just trying to get out of this corner. So I deploy my entire battery on this straight every lap. As you can see, we squeeze Max to the inside. He doesn't shut the door on the outside, so we go right back up the outside. And then, wait, what happened? Okay, yeah, he's just on the inside. He has no traction. 12 laps, me versus Charles Leclerc. Can it be done? Can it be done? Go up a lap. 0.9 behind, 1 second behind. Go up a lap. Right there. 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 Go up a lap. Sorry, don't go up a lap. I spoiled it. There is another red flag, and I don't know why, so let's figure it out. Oh, I think we just figured it out. What did I just see? What happened here? It's the second red flag of the race. You can see me just still battling with Max. These guys are fighting. Oh! I think we found Osama bin Russell! Wait a minute! Sends it down the inside and just loses it on the curb. And everybody else just stacks up like what happened in real... Oh, and then look at... Was it Gasly again? This guy again? No. It's this guy again, dude. He doesn't know how to stop. That is the third incident he's been involved in. Osama bin Russell causes another red flag. So at this point, what is going to happen? We've got the inside. The outside's where we started really well the first time and the second time. But here we go. Take it on to the broadcast. I don't get the greatest launch. And now we got Max Verstappen up our side. We'll watch on from him. I try to squeeze him out, and we do. And Max really gets screwed by me squeezing him out. We're just fighting for grip up here. Trying to get to Leclerc's outside. They're 3 wide behind. I tried to put the throttle down. We're gonna try and get Leclerc right here, right now. What's the point in waiting? Well, I sent it a little deep, but then look at this. We get a little bit of traction. I'm gonna send it deep into the corner. But nothing's there. Hamilton, through goes Hamilton into third, bro. I mean, he's had a tough race, but look at him now. And then look at me try to get the throttle down. And I'm drifting. And my race win is flashing before my eyes. I'm able to deploy enough battery to stay close. But look, we're down to 1.2 because we're so slow in a straight line. So I say I'm going to send it right through here. We send it. Just pack it in. We're 6/10 behind. Now we're right here. Right here on the rear. I've decided that I can't wait any longer. I'm going to try and get the throttle down. Can't do it. But we're able to hold enough speed to stay behind him. Am I going to send it? I thought about it. But just nothing doing. Now, Hamilton's starting to catch up a little bit because I've compromised that exit. You gotta get him as soon as possible. All right. Oh, this is it. This is it. I decide no more edging. Let's go for it. Send it down the inside in a weird part of the track. Leclerc trying to get the throttle down the outside, but we just squeeze him out. And we have taken the lead with just 5 laps to go. But Leclerc's coming back. Leclerc goes back. He doesn't shut the door on the outside, so I send it again. He tries to shut the door late. We nearly make contact. But then he's got the inside. He gets pinched. He can't figure it out. And bang. Norris gets Hamilton. Hamilton trying to come back. Can't do it. We're now building a second lead. They just don't shut the door. Well, my teammate tried. My teammate did. But the rest of them didn't shut the door the whole night, so we just sent it up the outside. Yeah, we built a 2-second lead. Norris is catching Leclerc. Norris is past Leclerc. But too little, too late. Too little, too late. And now Max Verstappen trying to get onto the podium. Right behind Leclerc, and he's had an incident, and he's, oh my gosh, I did not know that's how it happened. But he's just sent it in too deep, tried to get back on the line, and Hamilton, and they're just not slowing down. Oh my gosh. And Verstappen is out of the race. I have never seen that happen before. Let's ride from the onboard of Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen hits the curb, has a big moment. He comes back across the track and just disintegrates him. Holy crap. Hamilton said, screw you, buddy. This is my position now. He did not care. Wow. Wow. That's the bird on the road is right, man. Wow. And then Hamilton says, I want the podium now. Leclerc's like, no, please, no. Please don't do it. He drives with the curve. They're side by side. But Hamilton with a double overtake on the final lap to get his podium. Holy crap. I had no idea that's how it happened. Obviously, when I was just driving away from Norris. Know that Verstappen tried to overtake Leclerc. Leclerc's got to be thinking, oh, I'm good to go now. The Verstappen overtake was clean. It was clean. The turn 1 overtake, sending it in that weak part of the track, the middle part. I had so much more downforce. I made my setup completely from scratch, and I decided to just put a ton of downforce on it. So I was able to gain so much in that second. Where I passed Hamilton and where I passed Alonso was only because I had maximum downforce, basically. So, I mean, that worked out What a race, though. Craziest race I've ever been a part of on this game. And to the standings, we have now won the first 2 Grand Prix. We sucked in the sprint, but we won the first 2 Grand Prix. We're at 50 points, 13 ahead of Hamilton. And I don't even know where we go next, but let's take a look. Every red flag, we had new tires. You would think they did too, but it looks like no. I don't know. They might have used all their tires in quali. That's probably why they didn't have new tires. Us not qualifying in the putting on inners in quali might have won that race. Well, I'm just glad it was a challenge coming from the back to the front. What a race. I honestly should have saved that replay, but we've seen everything and the VOD will be posted on YouTube. So GG's will end the YouTube stream right there. Wow. Craziest race, and we're definitely yarding Ocon in performance now. I have no idea, Tiago. I don't know what that means. I just don't think we're going to upgrade the car. I don't see the point in upgrading the car right now if we can't make the AI any harder. So I don't want to just walk off and win every race. So I think we just leave the car alone until we can't win. Oh, we're in Japan. We're in Japan next, so next episode of the Ollie Bearman career will be from Japan. We will not upgrade the car. We're just going to leave it. We're just going to stay 9th. There's no point in upgrading it for winning races. Somehow we have 25 gearboxes. I don't know how, but whatever. That's crazy. Yeah, and there's your constructors. We're second because Ocon can't do anything. I mean, he's got 6 points. There's more than I thought he would have, but Ferrari first in constructors right now. So, see what we do. Coming off of 2. I didn't realize Hamilton finished 3rd both races, but take that. And then Norris. Where's Norris? Oh, yeah. DNF this first race. We'll take it. Couple wins. We'll go to Japan, see if we can get a 3rd. I did not think we were going to win China. So I'm thrilled we won today. We wouldn't have won without red flags, to be fair. We would have probably finished on the podium, though. Probably finished 3rd. But GG's. Thank you guys for watching the YouTube stream. Next episode will be Japan. Peace.